can you support other businesses and it not cost you an arm and a leg? Hi, I'm Charly, your online business manager and WordPress expert. My goal is to assist small to medium business owners build their businesses with a focus on using the internet and online technologies in an appropriate and cost-effective manner. People hire me to take the stress out of managing their businesses and allow themselves to focus on what they do best. This week's episode is for business owners, but it's also for friends and families of business owners. So share this one with them. Most friends and families really want to try and support our businesses. I don't think we'd deny that. Yes, I'm sure we all have our detractors at times, but in general, friends and families would love to be able to help us out. Unfortunately, sometimes what we do isn't things that they're interested in. In my case, not many of my friends and family are actually in business for themselves. So what I do is kind of out there for them. They don't really get it. They don't really understand it. But they still want to help me out and they still want to support me. And I'm sure you've all got similar stories. So how can they help you? I'm sure you've all seen the meme, or most of you have seen the meme that goes around about how people can support small businesses for no cost. I thought I might speak to that one today because it really resonates with me, and it's something that I found works really well for me when I'm trying to help out my colleagues and my friends who are in business and online, and not just online, but mostly online. But social media is the big one. Social media has kind of revolutionized a lot of what we do and how we interact and how we operate. I will talk later about your social media presences and why you should have them and why they shouldn't be the only thing that you have. But social media has certainly changed how we do business, and it's certainly changed how our friends and families and colleagues can interact with us. So let's go through the list. So let's talk about how they can help us. The first one is liking your page and liking your presence on social media. If you are a business owner, do you actually have a business page and a business account? Now, I'm not saying that you need a separate personal business account, but do you have a business page? Like if you're on Facebook, do you have your personal profile and then does your business have a page? You might find that gets you a bit more traction, or I shouldn't be using those sorts of buzzwords. I truly try not to. That might get you a little bit more notice with your friends and family by setting up your own Facebook page for your business that allows them to like the page. It also allows you to segregate your business posts from your personal posts. I'm not saying that they should be completely separate, but you then can share your business posts on your personal profile and drive people to your business page so your business starts to get a little bit more exposure. But liking your page is one of the first things they can do. The next thing they can do is like and share your posts that you make as your business or as a business owner about your business. It might seem like such a silly little thing and such a tiny little thing, but the point of liking and sharing your posts with it means that they go out into their community group, their friends and their followers. It increases your reach, and then their friends and followers pick it up, and you never know who's going to pick that up and go, oh, this is something I'm interested in, and then they'll share it. So you start to get that multiplication effect of the sharing and the liking. Tag someone who might be interested in what you're sharing. And tagging will raise it to their attention, generally, as long as they haven't stopped tags notifying them that people are tagging them. But it does give them a bit of a notification and they can come and have a look. So if you are a business owner and you see someone that you know posting something about their businesses, tag someone you know who is interested and send it through to them. Share that post through Messenger or private messaging. Bookmark it so that you know where to go back and find it. That's the other one. Commenting on posts. And now spoke about liking before. So liking with an emoji, if you're on Facebook, the heart and the cuddly bear and the sad and the celebration one. Those emojis are pretty cool to use as a like option, but also commenting with an emoji in the post itself. That gets a little bit more visibility, and because it gets a bit of comment, it keeps that post live and it keeps it running. It keeps it trending in the feed. That's what I'm trying to say. If you've been out with a friend who's in business, post a picture of their business or post a picture of what you've been doing and tag them and the business in it so that, again, they get a bit of exposure. Leave reviews, positive ones, please. Leave positive reviews. You can do that on Facebook. You can do that on Instagram. You can do that on LinkedIn. You can find their business on the Google My Business or Google Business website and review them there. TripAdvisor often has businesses on there that you can review as well. Just trying to think where else you can leave reviews. I mean, wherever you can leave a review, try and leave a review and leave a good one. Give it a good star rating and make it a good review. Don't make it a spammy review so that it looks like you're just a friend leaving a review, but be honest and be what's the term? Gracious in your review. If we're going to be talking about following and liking, let's talk about podcasts and video channels and all those sorts of things. Follow their channels, like their posts, and share them. Share them out onto your social media. Share them with your friends and family. Share them with other business owners. Again, it's all about reach. It's all about exposure. Okay, so that's the social media side of things. That's the social media podcasting side of things. One of the other things that you can do is recommend their business or your business when someone asks if you know someone who can do X, Y, Z. Now, something that I found worked really well for me, particularly in my corporate setting, my commercial, when I worked for a living. I was a salesperson and people would come to me and say, can you guys do X, Y, and Z? And I'd say, no, we can't. But I know that if you go and speak to so-and-so at this company, they should be able to help you. And if they can't, they'll know someone who can. Just tell them that I sent you. And what that ended up doing is we ended up with this little network of people that we trusted, who would do a good job by our client for something that we couldn't supply them or provide them or do for them, but we could send them to someone who we knew would do a good job, who wouldn't burn them, and who wouldn't try, first of all, they wouldn't try and steal them away from us. That's a big one. But then the client would always come back to me and say, you did such a good job because you were so honest that you couldn't do this work. We want to see if you can do this work, and if not, we know that you're going to put us in the right direction to send us in the right direction so that we're not going to get burnt again. That's really, really powerful. I got so much new business just by doing that. Now, small businesses can do the same thing. You've got your own little network of your business owners, colleagues. I'm going to call them colleagues. They're probably friends by now, but they're colleagues and acquaintances in the business world that you can be referring people through to. If someone comes to you and says, do you know someone? You can say, yeah, here, have a chat to them. Tell them I sent you. You don't need a referral for it. You don't need a referral fee for it. That stuff comes back. It's called paying it forward, really, isn't it? That stuff comes back to you big time in many, many cases, big time. So that's all the free ways you can do things. They're easy for us to do. They're free. We can be doing it for our business owner friends, and our friends and families can be doing that for us as well. And just those little things make such a big difference to our exposure and how we get our messaging out there. The other thing that I really wanted to hit on is pay full price. If you've got a friend in business and you want to go to them to get something done, don't ask for a friends and family discount. Pay the full price. When you're working with a small business owner, every dollar they earn either goes back into their business to pay their expenses, or it puts money on their money on their table. It puts food on their table and clothes on their body. So asking for a discount is generally you're taking money out of their pockets and taking money out of how they can live. So don't ask for a discount. Pay the full price. Ask them what it would cost to do it and pay the price that you quoted. I'm going to say that I will generally, if someone comes to me who I've known for a long time and says, can you do this for me? I've got a rate for them. I don't advertise it, but I've got a rate for them. Most business owners do, but don't ask. Just pay the full price. So there's some things that you can be doing. I really, really love that meme that I saw going around, and I really wanted to talk about it this week. Like, share, comment, tag, review, anything that you do that interacts with a business increases their exposure. And that's money they're not having to spend in advertising. It's time they don't have to spend in finding avenues to get their message out there. And you can become a quiet little sales force, and definitely a very loud supporter and cheer squad for them. So have a think on that. And if you've got any comments about it, any ideas, what did I miss in this video this time? What have I missed in this discussion this time? Comment below. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And also, as I've been saying, remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell so you know when there's more content dropped. Have a good week, guys.